In My Hero Academia's upcoming Ultra Age Databook, we've been covering all sorts of new information we got, so now let's read the section specifically dedicated to every One For All user, since you guys have asked me to make sure you get every detail about these characters. So let's start with the original trio. So first off, the databook says that to defeat a great evil, the users of One For All spun together hope like a spider web that eventually All For One couldn't escape from, as each member entrusted their power and hope to shatter All For One's ambition. Of course, there was All For One's younger brother Yoichi Shigaraki, who had a quirk forced on him that became One For All, and in order to stop his brother from making any more mistakes, he gave his quirk to the hero who saved him, Kudo. From there, Kudo Toshitsugu became the man who stood up against the exploitative rule of All For One. Those who shared his drive and determination gathered around Kudo and formed the first anti-All For One organization, leading to Kudo being known as the man of the beginning who started this whole battle alongside Yoichi. Now, before dying, he passed his quirk on to Bruce Lee, and as we've previously discussed, this guy used to be a researcher who together with Kudo discovered the truth about Yoichi's quirk, One For All. After the first anti-All For One organization was defeated by the Dark Lord, Bruce realized that an age of darkness was coming, so he came to believe that Yoichi's quirk only shines from a long-term perspective, and realizes that he himself wouldn't be the one to defeat All For One most likely. This causes Bruce to say a prayer, which is where he officially names the quirk as One For All, as he puts his hope in the ability. Now, realizing this, Bruce went on the run to find someone better suited to carry the quirk for a long stretch of time, where he ended up finding the fourth user. However, something we haven't talked about is what Bruce did next. Because of course, since the fourth user was so well hidden, they didn't have to transfer it in a life or death situation. Well, after Bruce gives away One For All, in an effort to keep himself as far away from All For One, Bruce crossed the sea, along with any surviving members of the Alliance. We don't know exactly how it happened, but we know eventually All For One or his henchmen would track Bruce down and put an end to his life along with all of his companions. However, Bruce was the first to experience what we know as the embers of One For All, giving him hope in his final moments that his hypothesis was correct, and the quirk was getting more and more powerful, so he was able to die with a smile on his face. Next, let's talk about users 4 to 6.